Hi, this is Mike Hamilton on the 17th of October and just about to go through my weekly reviews, so please join me. Dollar index, really need to know where this dollar is going to go for the coming week. We had a hammer-like bar on Thursday and another hammer-like bar on Friday. What is significant was that the bar on Thursday was a new low and Friday was a close above. That to me is a rejection of the lows and looking for at least a short-term reversal, if not a long-term reversal in this dollar. Equally, here on the weekly chart on the right, you can see how that is a very nice doji. We've got low RSI, but no extreme RSI, but it's this new low, close above next day, that's got me interested for a move up in the daily dollar, and I think we will see that it's already got needs a retest of the 8 initially, but I think we'll see a move back up to this 20 EMA. A lot of resistance at 78.27, but in the meantime that 28 EMA will come down to there, so I think that's what we're looking for here. This is the S&P 500 futures market, the ES. You can see we've got the trendline support here and the resistance up here at 1181 because it sold off 3 days in a row up here. The weekly is very bullish with no extreme RSI, but the daily has got colour change RSI. These are very hesitant bars. So the short-term reversal in the dollar, if we get it, could bring this market down to the 8 EMA to retest the 20. The 8 EMA is held up here. Let's see if we do get that, then 1150 holds, then I would expect this to resume its uptrend because of the weekly bars. Let's look at some other markets. If you look at the Nasdaq in the meantime, look at the strength of the Nasdaq, the technology stocks really motoring up. No sign of buying up here, but we are quite extended. But look at this weekly, the weekly's not got RSI, so let's see on the weekly chart if we can try and plot a possible target. So the last swing was there, so we're not even going to get up to 127 extension until we get up to pretty close to 2150. We're 2095 at the moment, so still scope in the weekly. Let's move to oil now. Now this oil close down here was lower than all of the closes down here. So you can see this weekly bar has engulfed the open and close of the previous week's bar. So I'm looking for, particularly with that reversal, short-term reversal in the dollar, see further moves to the downside in the oil, and looking, so this if we can get down to 79.50 as a key area on the weekly, and 79.37 is major support on the daily. So if we start to close below this 200 EMA, I would not look for the 20 to hold. Well, I think we'll see some short-term support at the 80 level, and then we'll quickly come down to 79.37 in the oil. Grains are looking pretty interesting. Massive gap up in the corn, but when you get a situation like gaps like this in the stock market, you tend to get gap fills. In the grains market, in a momentum market like the grains, it can take weeks or possibly months to close the gap in many instances. So I think in this corn, I think we'll come back down to the 8, come off the high RSI, and then get back to an uptrend. In the beans, I think the beans, I've got a shooting star RSI set up. The beans look as if they at least want to come down to 1151, which I think will happen in the early part of the week. But the wheat, I think if the wheat comes down and touches 50 EMA again, I think this could move up very strongly, because the move down to 50 EMA will give us a kiss and tell, and I think so. A retest of this trend line here, and then I think the wheat could go back up to these highs, and this is the line in the sand for me. I think we could see wheat easily going back up to 872. Look what happened when we got a new low close above next day. That was the start of this. It was a reversal here, gave us this massive big buyer's bar up here. The pullback to the buyer's bar on the trend line was bought and held, but we just moved sideways. But look at that close. The dollar was strong on Friday, and this wheat held. So the wheat showing great strength. This is the weekly in the pound CAD. You can see I've got the fibs on the last big swing of the move. You can see how we're just holding 50% here. So if we can get above this 50 EMA here and above the play zone here, I think we can get back to the highs at 173. But not touching this at the moment. I've had one small move in this recently. Nearly got stopped out. Managed to hang in there. One small move. So I'm just going to stand aside at the moment and see where this wants to go, because it's really trapped in this range, trapped in this play zone. Once it moves either side of that, I think then we'll get the trend. But in the meantime, not touching. The only currency I can find at the moment that I think has got a swing trade set up is this US dollar Swissy. Now this hammer with extreme RSI was a new low, and we just very narrowly closed above it on Friday. So to me, the market is telling us it's rejected these lows. We've got a doji in the weekly with extreme RSI. I'm looking to take a break of this daily bar here at, I want to go in at, can't remember, 96.05. Well, it should prove to me it's got a little bit of strength. I'm happy to go into 96.05. I'm going to have a stop at 94.54, just below this 2 bars back. A lot of resistance up here at 99.56, but if we can get up here, then I would just lock in profit to see if we could break up through here. But just going to take this reversal set up here on a break of this athe EMA, with a stop down here on the US dollar Swissy. Euro pound, we had a shooting star up here with an RSI set up. Thank you very much for the member who called that one out. And we've got this weekly, so there's cement in these weekly bars, but they do seem to be holding. I think we will get a move down to 86.52 to the 20 EMA. Just be very careful when that happens, because I think that will be in this consolidation pattern. This could be an opportunity for the euro pound to start to find some support and move back to the upside as the 8 EMA comes across the 50. In the weekly chart, we have got this 8 and 20 crossover. So I think this is a consolidation pattern. But this shooting star is good for a small move down to 86.50. But if you did take that, I would lock in profits down here and then see if you could get a move for a breakdown through 86.50. But otherwise, that weekly does look as if it could hold. Pound, I think the pound's going to be very quiet for the first part of this week. We've got Chancellor Exchequer talking on Wednesday about his spending plans. So I think we could see just a lot of sideways action, and let's see how the market reacts on Wednesday. I'll certainly look at intraday setups on this, but my inclination would be to look at the euro. Let me clear this up a second. Bar of hesitation there in the weekly. Hesitation again in the daily with RSI. So it looks as if, but we're just in the top of the play zone here, the 5th play zone. So this might be an opportunity to get a pullback to this 20 EMA here at 137. But I mean, to be honest, the last few days have just been a lot of sideways action, not a great deal going on. But you know, a move back to 137 would be a pullback in this weekly here. I've got the 8 through the 50 EMA, and the 8's just about potentially going to cross through the 200 EMA in the weekly. So it's very strong. So I'm favouring this for 60-minute trades on intraday trading, and looking to see how we handle 137 if we get down there. So that's all I've got at the moment. Hope that helps, and speak to you soon.